Hawaii and Lahaina especially is closely associated for me with developing a style of my art as a metaphorical realism and establishing my career as an artist by opening the very first gallery for Kush Fine Art in 2001 that had its doors open for 22 years. And I really hope that this little town can be revived and reborn like the bird of Phoenix was reborn from ashes. Just to illustrate my connection to Hawaii since early age, I wanted to tell you a story about myself growing up in Moscow as a child and reading the books about great explorers. And I was always dreaming about going to the exotic places like Hawaii. And one of the paintings that I painted devoted to Hawaii was that big wave crashing on Hawaiian shore. I painted this painting when I was 10 years old, and that was one of the first oil paintings on board that I did. When I finally got to Hawaii, to Maui, I was painting portraits in Lahaina in 3 different locations, 3 nights a week. And the rest of the time, of course, I was developing metaphorical realism and doing fine art. But those 3 nights were a tremendous influence on me because I know every corner of that town. I know a lot of people in Lahaina. And at some point I went on rocks across the harbor and I painted this piece. And this is just a print of it, but Lahaina Harbor is depicted here, just as well as I painted many different other views of Lahaina just from life. The painting Metaphorical Journey metaphorically illustrates for anyone their life journey from one point to another. And for me, it literally illustrates the journey from the homeland to the promised land. And promised land for me is associated closely to Hawaii and Maui, especially. And that painting was released. That same year, we opened first gallery in Lahaina. The whole painting Metaphorical Journey is associated, of course, for me with Lahaina Gallery. Every morning I wake up after this disaster happened, and I feel like I just seen a nightmare, but it's not a nightmare, and it dawns on me that it's a reality, that there's no more Lahaina. Our gallery lays in rubble. It seems like even bronze sculptures have melted down. But Lahaina can be rebuilt, but not the lives of the people that have been lost. And while we are mourning for the whole town of Lahaina, a lovely town, I'm expressing my condolences to all the people who lost their loved ones in this tragedy. Loved ones, close ones, and their homes, of course. A part of the proceeds from the sales of this print will go to those families who lost their homes and the loved ones. So Maui, stay strong.